It's hard to believe that in March of 2019 we got the last Zombies map that was completely original, Ancient Evil. Now this map is a masterclass. It is in a league of its own. Even people who didn't like Black Ops 4 love this map, and for good reason. But it's crazy to think about how this released so long ago and it ended up being the last Zombies map that was completely new. I mean, think about it. Immediately following, we got Alpha Omega Tag der Toten, and then for Black Ops Cold War, we got all remakes, remasters, or ripped from the campaign. And that's pretty crazy to think about because this was 5 years ago, and the map was so large that it actually took all of the Black Ops 4 budget with it. And I can make that joke because I am a Black Ops 4 enjoyer, so anyone who's not a Black Ops 4 enjoyer, you don't get to make that joke, only we get to make that joke. So making that joke aside, Ancient Evil is such an expansive experience. I'm just crazy to think how they were able to make something so massive, have such a great Easter egg, great wonder weapons, and yet still be just a DLC. So this is pretty much just going to be Ancient Evil video, so if you do not like this map, which if you don't, you know who you are. If you don't like this map, just click onto another video, but this map is such a great experience. I love playing it, and I'm basically going to be explaining why it clears every map that came after it. So, being completely original, it has 4 unique wonder weapons that can be upgraded multiple times, and on top of that, it has multiple bosses new to the series as well, and of course the Easter egg is the one that concludes Chaos forever, unfortunately, but it's still a fun Easter egg that is great to do with friends, and has plenty of steps along the way that are pretty much similar to that you would get in any Easter egg that's great. Easter egg steps that follow with your teammate and along the storyline as well. Now, of course, there's a couple stinkers here and there. There are certain steps that kind of suck. But I would say, for the most part, that this Easter egg is one of my favorites of all time. And the map is easily my favorite of all time. The theme, mythology, the characters, just everything about this map is just perfect to me. And I love how it ends off being the last original map. Because this means that it will hold that title probably for the next year to come. Now, Liberty Falls and Terminus, we don't know if they're going to be remakes or not, but we do know is that they're going to be reusing assets from Warzone, just like Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. So if that's the case, then that means Ancient Evil will hold the record at 6 years of being completely fresh, completely new. Now, take that with a grain of salt, because I don't know that for absolute certain, but we do know that Liberty Falls is going to hold a lot of the same assets, at least as far as we know right now. So if this does change, please correct me in the future. But for right now, all we know is Liberty Falls and Terminus are going to be very, not similar, but they're going to hold a similar style to Cold War in that sense. But they haven't dropped yet, so I can't comment on them for now. But let's just say Ancient Evil is going to hold the 6-year champ as the original experience with its own theme and everything. That's such an awesome achievement because Chaos got a lot of shit. And to hold this record for so long and having such a great map experience, I think is amazing. Because now you can look back and go back to Black Ops 4 and realize, wait a minute, this map is original, it's new, it's fresh, and has its own storyline and characters. I absolutely love it, and I think all of you should too. Not even speaking just as a Black Ops 4 fanboy, but also just as a fan of the Chaos storyline. I think it does a lot of justice, because this is a map where the characters get their full exploration, and for those who thought they lacked character, this is a great opportunity to explore those characters. There's more dialogue here, and especially with the storyline coming to a circle, well, half complete circle anyway, you get a lot more conclusion with them, and I think this is something that a lot of people need to play if you haven't played the Chaos storyline. If you don't like the Chaos storyline, I would highly recommend you get Chaos, you get Ancient Evil, because it does a lot of exploration into the characters, does a great job in doing so, and it feels completely fresh. Now, there was a slight reference to Ancient Evil in Vanguard Zombies, but we're going to pretend that doesn't exist. We're going to pretend they're separate storylines, so for the sake of this video, just pretend that Vanguard doesn't exist, which most people already believe it doesn't anyway, so that's... But this video is just talking about Ancient Evil because that map is God tier. God tier, I tell you. I preach to the masses that Ancient Evil is my favorite map, and it should be everybody's favorite map. Now, I've been praising this map the entire video, but it goes to show that what happens when you have such a unique setting with unique characters and a unique story. Now, I know I shit on Scarlet and I shit on Alistair for a good portion of my video on my least favorite characters, but I only did that up until Ancient Evil, okay? Ancient Evil does the characters really, really well because it feels like they're finally coming to a hold where we get to see where their characters come and go. This is where Scarlet's character finally comes to a hold, finds her father, only to find, well, spoilers ahead, only to find Medusa in there, and that's where the story hangs off. That's the cliffhanger. Now, it's unfortunate that it is a cliffhanger, because otherwise that would have been a great ending. But it's not, because now we don't know where the characters are going, and hopefully we get some sequels someday, hopefully some sequel comics, please Jason, please, or just a sequel map. We need more on this storyline, but Ancient Evil is done really, really well in every single regard, and hopefully someday we'll get some reference to it or get something that brings it back, because Ancient Evil is the last Zombies map that had 100% thousand effort on it. I mean, it's completely new, for God's sake. We haven't seen that in so long. Even for Alpha Omega and Tiger Totem, maps that I preach and really, really enjoy are not original. I will admit it, they are not new. But I enjoy them enough that I can see past it. But it's hard for people to see past it, obviously. And I don't blame people for seeing that it's a remake. But let's go to the last map that wasn't a remake, Ancient Evil. Again, it's a different storyline, but it's got completely new in every other regard. Wonder weapons, which follow the same Blundell formula, but that's okay, because they all use godly power. That's such a cool idea. Like, go all the way supernatural. Please do that, because that gives you complete freedom to make wonder weapons that are ridiculous, like the Hand of Gaia or the Hand of the other gods. They are actually ridiculously powerful, but they look cool as well. This freedom that you do with this storyline is great, and that's something that the Dark Aether needs to dip in way more, because they're limited by the fact that it's more hyper-realistic, whereas with Ancient Evil, it wasn't. It wasn't realistic in the slightest, but it gave it the creative freedom to be such a fun map. And that's what I love so much about this map, being the last original, is that it went completely all out. We have new gear, new specialists, new wonder weapon, new everything, right? Except for the cast, obviously, but new everything else. It's such a great map overall, and the Easter egg is great as well. It's very unique. It's a unique experience. I think it's less formulaic than other ones where you have to actually be really focused to complete this one. So that's something that I can really, really respect. And I respect the entire team for finishing it out and giving us that map after Dead of the Night, which is already an original experience. So getting two back-to-back is awesome, and I really wish we got to see more of this before it went the way of the Victus crew. Now that said, I've been pretty much praising this as the last original map, but I can't be entirely honest if I didn't say it didn't have some flaws, such as the fact that because it's a cliffhanger, we're never going to know what happens next, and the fact that unfortunately we just can't get a sequel to this map. So you're going to have to play this map knowing it's going to end here. There's not going to be anything after that. So it does kind of sour the map when you realize that you can't really play it much afterwards because it's the end and it's a cliffhanger, so you kind of just have to deal with that fact. But if you don't care about the storyline all that much, I think it's a really fun experience. And with the new equipment as well, where you can summon in a literal fucking unicorn to come help you in battle, Pegasus, that's insane. Like, such a unique experience. It's such great detail. It's pretty incredible how this was the last map, and yet they did so much to send it off on a bang. So I can appreciate the team and respect Treyarch and Jason for giving us this map, because it is completely all new and really feels like a real Zombies map, you know, unique, different, but still has the same elements of the previous maps to keep it refreshing and memorable. So I absolutely love this map, and for anyone who's seeking a new experience, play Ancient Evil right now. You will love it, I promise you. This map is completely original, and with that comes with everything being completely new as well. So that's all I have to say on this map, but I encourage you, if you want to play original map, if Liberty Falls and Terminus are not original, go play Ancient Evil. I know you have to get the Black Ops Pass. That's another thing that kind of sucks about it. But you're also going to be getting Dead of the Night, which is another great map. So go get this map now. It is super, super fun, and something that I think everybody should play, as it's a completely original experience. And so that's pretty much everything I have to say on it. I think Ancient Evil just doesn't get enough credit, and being the last original Zombies map, I think it should get more because it has so much going for it compared to something that's reusing assets. And that's not to say reusing assets is a completely bad thing, you know, but the fact is this map is all new, and if you're looking for something all new, play this map now. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm sorry I kind of went on a bit of a tangent just sucking this map's balls, but if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe. We're on the new road to 1,000 Dark Operators, so if you guys really enjoyed this video, please share, like, subscribe, you know, all the jazz. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Dark Ops, signing off.